All right, I am so excited here because I am with Henry Audubon at the Keymaster booth, the parks man himself. How is the show going, man?
It's just kicking off. I mean, I've been here for only a couple hours, but it's been exciting so far. Got to show people some of the new stuff we're working on and, get people interested in parks and the other games that we've got here. So it's been fun.
Well, I just put up our parks video, and one of the things that I was talking about is the emotional connection that you get when you were playing that game with the environments depicted, the artwork, and the gameplay itself. And I'm thinking that other people are feeling that too because you've signed a bunch of copies so far. If you were to estimate, how many signatures have you given out just in these wee hours of PAX so far?
Probably about 10.
That's amazing. You guys are really rocking the parks. Why don't you tell me about what other things you have going on here? We were just taking a look at Running Iron. This is an upcoming game you have with Keymaster?
Yeah, it's a game that I've been working on for a couple of years now, and we're planning to kickstart it next month, January 2020. And it is a fully cooperative Western game about a train heist. And it's meant to drop you right into the action of what might be the climax of a Western movie. The train's in motion. The lawmen are trying to stop you from clearing out the safe, and it's all about you working together with other members of your gang of outlaws to try to clear out the safe in time and get the gold back to your hideout without being apprehended.
Was it a little bit difficult switching gears from a competitive game to a cooperative game, or has this been something you've been rattling around for a while?
Actually, the original design for Running Iron was actually signed by Keymaster before Parks was even an idea. So when Parks came about, when that collaboration between Keymaster and 59 Parks got started and they offered to bring me on to design the game, that shuffled up the development schedule a little bit. And so Running Iron got put off for about a year, so we could work on Parks. And now that Parks is kind of out in the world and people are enjoying it for the most part, we get a chance to return to Running Iron and complete this one. So
I thought it would be a natural progression from space parks to parks, making things a little bit more grounded, but apparently the story is a little bit more complex than that. Speaking of parks and the development, though, I mean, this is a real big hit for you. I gotta imagine there's at least some discussion about expansions on the horizon. Anything like that cooking around?
Well, for sure we want to eventually include all the parks. As I said, this project, Parks, is a collaboration between Keymaster Games and 59 Parks, print and poster illustration company. And they simply just don't have all of the parks done yet, or at least they didn't at the time when we were printing the game. So absolutely, we want to return to Parks, expand it, and as a part of that expansion, it'll certainly include the full roster of parks, so to speak. So yeah, we want to have every park in the United States, national park included.
I am definitely hot on the game, but one of the points of criticism that I did have was, hey, you're going to see everything every time that you play the game. Is there possibly going to be a little bit of variability in future setups or what may or may not be included in the trails?
Yeah, I don't want to get too specific, committing to mechanics that may or may not be included in expansions, but I think that territory is ripe for expansion, and I'd love to have more tiles and more variety game to game. It sounds like a great way to go, so I think, it's likely that we'll head in that direction.
If you could include any one animal as an animal meeple in an upcoming expansion, not to say that'll be there, but what animal would you want to include?
Well, does it have to be thematically at all linked to the U.S. national parks? I mean, I would take a giraffe. I'd love a giraffe meeple. Not too fragile, with the long neck. If we can come up with a sturdy giraffe meeple, then that's my pick.
A sturdy giraffe meeple. I think that is the phrase of the show. All right, well, are there any other projects that you have going on outside of Keymaster? I know you definitely have a really good relationship with them, but you aren't exclusive. So any other projects on the horizon?
Yeah, I'm really happy about all the work I'm doing with Keymaster, but like you say, I mean, I'm working with other publishers as well. I have a game called Kingswood that's coming out through 25th Century Games, should be coming out early next year. And yeah, a lot of other projects that are in the hopper at various places that are unannounced. But needless to say, I've got a lot of games that will be coming out over the next couple years. And for people who want to follow my work, I'm Henry Audubon on all social media channels. And so, give me a follow and you'll be sure to know when my new stuff is coming out into the world.
All right. Well, thank you, Henry, for coming on to this coverage series that we're doing for PAX Unplugged. And I'm going to definitely have you on the podcast in the future so we can really dive into the mind of Henry Audubon. So thank you once again, and thank you, everyone, for watching the video.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.